What's going on, everybody? It's the Scout, and I'm joined by my friend today. If you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, what's going on? I go by the name of Bazoslowblock, also known as Philip. Yeah, you can call me Philip.
All right, so we'll be doing a roundup of some of the most interesting matches of the first round and what we're looking forward to in round two. So I'll give you the lead. Where do you want to start here?
Yeah, I would like to pick uh, the first round, first game of my country, Czech Republic. So, should I also mention the round two or just the round one game?
Whatever you want. If you want to mention round two, sure.
Yeah, so as you can see, we played against South Korea. Uh, like it was, I don't know where to start, man. We have been so lucky to play in this tournament, but we didn't took the opportunity to
Yeah,
play football at all. South Korea just dominated us every side of the pitch, especially in the middle, with their number six and number eights like breaking down through the pressing attack, coming for the ball deep, especially in Bill and Pike, number eight,
yeah,
if not, yeah, it was him. And yeah, also Kang In Lee played really good, spinned the midfield around, and I was hoping a close match. It actually the scoreline was very close, but
yeah.
the actual game wasn't that much. We were really passive, depending on uh depending on throw-ins, corners,
Yeah,
just a mess.
yeah, it wasn't great. And similarly, yesterday started off well, started off on the front foot. Looked like it was gonna be a blowout, really. The first like 15, 20 minutes, you were attacking, you were trying to go for it and choke them out, but then just became passive, allowing them to kind of have the ball. And the problem is like, especially with yesterday, is South Africa have like respectively they have zero like threat offensively. Every chance they got, it was like a long shot or a bad shot from like even the center of the pitch where it's like it's not even a threat to the keeper, and their only chance was the penalty, their big chance. But I don't know. Maybe you're lucky that Mexico already are through basically. They are through, and maybe you can get a Mexico side that's not as motivated to win their last game.
I'm so disappointed because as you said, like we started off really well.
Yeah,
We had the capacity to play football. I don't know. I don't even blame the players.
yeah,
Just just the coach, like poor
yeah.
game plan.
Tactically wasn't
Starting off
great.
really well, playing football,
Yeah,
combining with each other, especially like the goal scorer Michal Sadi, like a really good technician from the
yeah.
Czech league.
That's
Also
true.
very physical for his size.
Yeah,
We have like a technical defender as well, Władysław Krejci
true.
from Wolves,
Yeah,
very technically really gifted. Adam Lojek,
yeah,
technically gifted, really good at carrying the ball. And yeah, we switched the mentality and let South Africans play football. As you said, they didn't have any chances. Like
yeah.
individually, we are like the
Way better,
more
man.
dominant side
Man,
for
they
sure.
have one player that plays in Europe, and it's their center
Yeah,
back. He plays for Hanover, but the rest literally play in the South African league. Like the talent
but
difference is crazy. But yeah, like you said, tactically it was the issue.
tactically was we let them. I don't know. We let them create angles to shoot
Yeah, yeah,
as
yeah.
well. Like
True,
if you are like a footballer, not even professional, you would try to shoot because the angle that we let them to create it was
true.
I don't know, man. And if you are defending with a back five and a mid block with four, like 5-4-3, it
Yeah,
was I think, or 5-4, yeah, 5-5-4-1,
yeah,
I think it was. You have to be compact. I don't
yeah,
understand why you would like man mark in that situations and let them create the spaces.
Yeah.
You have to be compact and like I have not seen if they were like more zonal defending
Yeah.
or man marking. It was like a mix of everything, and I
Yeah,
don't
true.
agree with.
Yeah, and like I
Yeah.
don't know, like probably not coming out of the group. I don't know if I can see them beating Mexico, especially because I don't think Mexico are gonna be like willing to rotate and like be accepting of a loss. But I don't know. Need a special last day.
Yeah. Also, like the stupid substitutions.
Yeah.
You cannot put Tomas Socek. I'm sorry. I don't like Socek at all. He doesn't have any creative side of
Yeah.
him, and you put him in the middle of the match when you are leading 1-0 and you can easily score a second goal,
True.
and then you put David Zima, who's a center back,
Yeah.
as a
Substitution. Like a
last
last effort.
substitution,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't know. But I guess we'll move on a bit. We'll talk about. Is there anything you want to talk about from Group B? The Canada
Oh
Bosnia
yeah,
group.
Canada.
Yeah.
Anything about the Group B? I wasn't really convinced with Jonathan David the first match.
Yeah.
He was really poor in the finishing, but he scored a hat trick yesterday
Yeah. I mean,
against Qatar
it
team.
is a weak Qatar side, and they had two red cards, but like still a good performance from Canada. But I don't think it changes much about how I view them as a potential threat to be really a threat to any of the bigger teams.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Also, like praise up to Kone, man.
Oh yeah,
He
that was
had
a
like
horrible injury.
the injury was
Yeah, it was so bad.
yeah,
I feel for him.
disgustingly
Yeah.
worrying,
Yeah.
and he has been good on for the Canada side
Yeah,
as well.
he has
So
been.
unlucky.
Yeah, and I wanna also mention Switzerland. So Switzerland obviously couldn't win the first game against Qatar. A very poor performance considering the last minute. But I mean, yesterday, up to the 70th minute, they were very poor offensively. Dan Ndoye was very wasteful. He couldn't really create anything. Kept trying to take on his man, either losing the ball or taking a poor shot. But the two substitutions that changed the game were bringing on Vargas and Johan Manzambi, who was one of my favorite players at the World Cup. He was huge for Freiburg throughout the season. They reached the Europa League final. Obviously, he can play as a 8, as a 10, on the wing, and he's just such a complete midfielder. And we saw how good he was yesterday against Bosnia in that last 20 minutes. Literally won the free kick outside the box or created that to get Bosnia the red card and scored two goals. And just a very beautiful performance from him yesterday.
I definitely agree. He was very huge for Freiburg, especially in the Europa League.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like Switzerland turned up a bit. They had to because
Oh yeah.
1-1 against Qatari side. It's unacceptable with
Yeah.
the caliber of the team you have.
True.
I've seen like the replays from the match, so yeah, I didn't have any faith in them after the Qatari uh,
The game. Yeah.
like draw, like
Yeah.
because especially Bosnia is a in my opinion a really strong nation
Yeah.
to play against.
Defensively they're an issue. They're an issue to play defensively, but when the game started becoming more like leggy and tired, and they brought on the first substitutions, and then the game started to change. But Bosnia were really poor going forward, like very poor, very poor. They couldn't
Yeah,
really create any chances. I mean, obviously their only goal came practically in the last minute of the game when the game was already done and they already had a red card. And I didn't really like Aleš Begovic was playing on the left, and he wasn't even always playing on the left because um, it was so focused on the left side and on the wing, and there was no pressure up top. And also, Kolasinac wasn't really offering much. Memic was also going a bit to the left, too much, like taking up Aleš Begovic's place. I don't think I don't know if I can. Actually, it's Qatar. I think they'll win against Qatar. Um, but also, I don't think they can be a huge threat to
Yeah,
anybody.
I think like Muhammad had a really good game
Yeah, but
against Canada.
unfortunate the red card
Unfortunately,
yesterday.
the red card
Yeah,
just took it off. But I
yeah,
still believe that he will get a big
me too.
transfer this window.
100%. He's been linked with a couple of
Juventus,
moves. Yeah, Juventus. He was at Juventus
Juventus,
before, so there's a
and
links
they
to
have
him
like
Syria.
50% off. I think
Yeah, yeah,
close.
yeah, yeah. Like a buyback or something. But yeah, he's one to keep an eye out, and Alaj Begovic as well. Um, I want to talk about Morocco Brazil. Uh, I,
Yeah,
I don't like Brazil at all. I also mentioned this on my Twitter yesterday or a few days ago. It feels they're very disjointed. Their fullbacks are very weak. I don't love the midfield balance, and I still feel like they don't even know what their best starting 11 is. Obviously, we saw Igor Thiago, who was poor in the first game, and huge rumors that he's not going to be starting tonight, and I don't expect him to, and I think it will be Cunha. The issues with Neymar, he's still injured, don't know if he will be getting a lot of game time. Again, I just don't rate this side. I don't rate the overall cohesion. I don't rate, again, fullbacks, midfield, even attack, I'm not too convinced. But they do have the quality. Like, they do have Vinny, they do have Rafinha, they still have Cunha, Endrick, so they could win the games. But I don't love them. I don't
yeah,
think they
of
were
course.
great against Morocco.
Yeah, against Morocco, I think Morocco did really well tactically with four attackers pressing. I had a breakdown of my profile as well, and switching to like four four attackers pressing, then switching to 4-4-2,
Yeah,
very fluid, attacking the flanks, overloading the flanks, and then countering right away through
yeah,
the middle. Really dangerous. But yeah, as you said, I'm not convinced with the
me neither.
Brazilian
Yeah,
team, especially from the middle, because I think there's like no such a profile like, for example, Fred Coutinho, who
yeah.
could just
It's
create
all like
something from the middle.
Rafinha played in the middle. Rafinha is not a creator. He's more of a runner and a ball carrier, and his
Yeah,
profile doesn't really fit to play in the middle. Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know what's. I'm
I
interested
think
to see
like
how
he
they
can
look
play
in.
there, but he is not like the number
Yeah,
10,
no,
10 you know.
exactly. He obviously he can play there, but he's not the ideal profile. Like, if Neymar
Yeah,
was in a better place physically, and if he still had the level that he used to be at, somewhat maybe 2 years ago, I think they'd look different. But mm, yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
I'm
But even
interested to see how.
Neymar, like I think Neymar isn't like a real number 10. Like
No, I know. Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
he's so good. His skill set is so good. He plays there like one of the best ones. But still, his best side was going through the wings
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
always.
since they
But
have Vinny and
he is Neymar is like different level
yeah,
kind of player. That's why he could play anywhere. I
yeah,
think
true.
so.
But Morocco need a huge shout out, a huge game from them.
Huge game.
Obviously, a huge amount of players that I absolutely adore in this team. Ayoub Bouadi, Saibari, who just got moved to Bayern. Bouadi's been linked with Liverpool and Madrid. Al Ainawi, who's been one I'm looking closely at, who's been at Roma, and he's been looking good. Al Khanous as well, and there's just many players throughout the squad. It's a really nice squad, and I think they are an issue for any big team that they play against.
Yeah. I think as you said, like Buadi, really good
Yeah,
profile. I was in love with him with, like from a year ago when he played in Lille against us
yeah,
against Real Madrid.
yeah,
So good, and really mature for
yeah. I
his
was gonna say
age.
he's
Really
so
mature,
mature.
composure,
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's
so good
crazy.
on the ball,
Honestly, I can see
composure.
Morocco finishing first now because if they win against Scotland tonight, then you just need to be aware of the goal difference depending on how Brazil do against Haiti. So interested to see how that plays out.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting group as well because I think Brazil will have a tough match against Scotland.
Yeah, especially because
Really tough
Scotland
one.
will probably be needing. If they lose today, they'll probably need a point against Brazil
Of course.
to go through on as a third place team. So it'll be very interesting.
Yeah, and like Haiti, they impressed
Yeah, me
Like
too.
surprised
They're
me
not very easy
against.
to play against.
So
Yeah, it'll
yeah,
be interesting. I'm interested to see how it goes tonight. One of the maybe more surprising groups is the Group D. We had USA Paraguay, a game that I expected to be closer. Obviously finished 4-1. I expected Paraguay to be more solid and compact at the back. Obviously wasn't the case, but very good signs from USA. I'm interested to see how they fare against Australia, especially how Australia played in the first game, how defensively solid they were, and how much of a threat they were on the counter. And USA's defense is still weak, so there is parts of that defense to be exploited, and I'm interested to see if the Australian attack can exploit that today.
yeah. Like I'm very surprised with the USA
Yeah,
because they played really good football. Uh, yeah, I mentioned to you before that I'm not a big fan of the USA
yeah,
soccer culture.
yeah, for sure.
So this one, like, I was really impressed with them with very good attacking football. Like, just go straight for the attack,
Yeah,
not defending
true.
too much and letting the ball flow.
Yeah,
Many qualities as well, like Balogun with the hat trick or a brace.
brace.
No,
Yeah,
not hat trick.
yeah,
A brace. Coming from Arsenal Academy, I think they have quality in this squad.
yeah,
And yeah, uh, Pulisic is not the best. I mean, not the best USA player
yeah. I don't
anymore.
think so. I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and they
And
have
I don't know
the.
why he ever was like.
It's because he's the biggest name and he was playing at AC Milan, Chelsea, so people acknowledge him more than like acknowledging someone like Balogun or McKennie or Tyler Adams or something. So people are
Yeah,
more aware of him. But yeah, I don't like them, but I'm interested to see how they're gonna be and how good they will be against the likes of Turkey and Australia in the next two games.
yeah.
But
A player to shout out is Alexander Freeman.
for sure,
Really good
for
player.
sure,
He plays at Villarreal.
yeah,
21 years old. Like solid central midfielder or a right back, as you can say as well.
yeah,
Solid player from this match,
yeah. I like him a lot.
Alexander Freeman.
Yeah. Um, the other game in this group, obviously Turkey Australia, quite an upset. I think a lot of people, including myself, expected Turkey to win, but Australia were so solid defensively. Like their all of their center backs are literally physical demons. I love Alessandro Cercati. He plays at Parma. I love Jordan Boss, the left wing back, who's at Feyenoord. Iran Kunda had a good game. Mohamed Toure at Norwich is also he was also looking good. And I want to shout out Connor Metcalf at San Pauli. He had a huge game. Obviously, had the goal, and even before that, he was playing phenomenally. And they just literally shut down everything Turkey had to offer.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all because Turkey has been shouting that they are dark horses like for months, like
Four, six
since the
years, bro.
Euros
Yeah.
2021, I think.
Yeah.
I have lost hope for them.
Yeah.
Like they have decent players playing decent football in Europe, but they seem to choke every time, and
Yeah.
every time like I don't know, man. Turkey, like credits to Australia. Like
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
want to take away because they were very solid defensively, very compact.
Yeah, very.
Other Giller didn't have anything.
Yeah.
Like no space for him,
Yeah.
and especially when you don't have a real number 9,
Exactly.
it's just like it's really hard
It's an
to
issue.
break down
Yeah.
this solid back 5 of Australia.
I think
And
they can
also
still go
Irakunda,
through.
yeah, with his like
Yeah.
a rapid counter.
I still think they can go through because I can see them beating Paraguay and I can see them maybe getting a draw against the US because, as I said, the US defense isn't great. And if you give players like Gooder and Yildiz more space to attack, then there's still going to be an issue because of the quality that they possess.
Of course,
But it's going to be interesting.
like, but still, like I don't know, man. This Turkey side, I don't know if it's like the mentality of the players,
Yeah.
if it's the coach, but every tournament they seem to have high expectations with zero results, bro.
Yeah, and they weren't convincing in the playoffs. They beat Kosovo and Romania both 1-0, and like okay, maybe they dominated on possession, but at the end of the day, those are like considerably weaker sides that you should probably be beating in a more convincing fashion, especially if you want to be a threat at the World Cup. And we saw that they weren't that against Australia.
Yeah,
All right.
very poor performance from
Yeah.
Aktikurgu as
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, he can't do anything, man. He's not a striker. He's playing out of position. He's too small to be any like threat in the box, especially with the center backs of Australia. And yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see if they can come back
Yeah,
against Paraguay.
big shout out to the goalkeeper of Australia,
Oh,
Patrick Beach
yeah,
as well.
he was fantastic, and he wasn't even. I don't think he
Fantastic.
was like. People were surprised that he started over Matthew Ryan.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Like
Yeah.
he had
So
like decent amount of accurate passes,
yeah,
like, but he was great.
yeah, he
He
was.
saved some nice shots.
He did.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All
decent,
right.
decent performance.
We'll move to possibly my favorite group, Group E: Germany, Cote d'Ivoire, or Ivory Coast, Ecuador, and Curacao. The team I support, or the nation I support, Germany beat Curacao 7-1. And I know it's Curacao, and I know I don't want to like take too many positives because it's still a weak side. But the positives I can tell from the side is how fluid and intricate the attack is. Because the way Germany are set up, it's a 3-1-6 in possession with Kimmich becoming like a right center back, dictating the play, Pavlovic ahead of him, and Mecha pushing on to be joining the front four alongside Nathaniel Brown on the left. And I was just happy to see Musiala, Verts combine, and Musiala looked way better than what he looked against in the friendly against Finland and how he looked against Bayern. And I think it's just positive signs going forward because I think they're very threatening going forward, and I think people underestimate Germany because there's not like a huge name player like Verts and Musiala have had weak seasons compared to how good they actually are.
Yeah, like I think Germany is. I don't want to say like early because it's only the first match against a nation like Curacao,
Yeah,
but tactical wise, they are in my top five list or top three
yeah,
for this
and they have one of the
World
best
Cup.
managers in the
Yeah,
tournament.
with hopefully he doesn't leak anything to the media this time. But yeah, like I love Nathaniel Brown, bro.
Same.
He deserved the
He's
move to
so good.
Bayern.
He is so
I
good.
know, like German fans won't be happy because we know how they are with the Germany guys going to
Bayern.
Bayern,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he
yeah.
deserves it, bro.
He does.
Quality player. One of my favorite players, also Kai Havertz, very
Yeah,
intelligent player.
yeah. I think he's
I
very underrated because he's not like because he plays number nine, people expect a lot of goals from him, but they disregard how valuable he is in possession and in build up to actually reaching
yeah
those further stages. And that's why I want to see Undav instead of Sane. I don't know how he'd be platformed, but if we have a bigger threat with Undav alongside the other three, then I think the attack will look even better because Sane, as we mentioned before, is super poor. Like
yeah
even since the Euros, he was so bad. He offers nothing, and I don't see really a need for him to start. And obviously, this was Leonard Carl's spot, but unfortunately, he got injured. So now it's sadly Sane's spot.
yeah. Like even in Galatasaray, I remember watching the match against Juventus Champions League
Very
when he
poor,
was
very poor.
when he had the ball. I was for 100% sure he won't do anything.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah. It's
if I was a Juventus fan, I would be really calm when he had the ball.
yeah,
So that's how bad he. But we can blame him because he had a big injury with the
true.
ACL.
not it's not to blame him. He's had a he's had a good career, and
Yeah,
I mean, and I don't want to say he's old. He's still 30. His career kind of like went downhill towards like 28, 27, or maybe I say 28, 29 in terms of the last 2, 3 years. But yeah, maybe he'll show something else against Cote d'Ivoire. But I think the issue with the way Germany play is how vulnerable we are on the counter, especially to better attackers, and that allows me to move on to the next segment, which is the Cote d'Ivoire Ecuador game. Two of a lot of people's dark horses. Two very nice teams. Ecuador majority like a defensive team that are very solid defensively, who I think struggled in attack, and we saw in the first game struggle to actually get the goal, even though they created a lot of chances in the first half. And yeah, what do you think about Cote d'Ivoire?
yeah. These were one of my two dark
Yeah,
horses, but I had to choose one
yeah,
because they are in the same group.
yeah.
So I had like for me, I had to choose just one of them. So I
Makes sense.
chose
Ecuador.
Ecuador. They were like the first 15 minutes. They were so dominating
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but they just couldn't finish.
yeah. At
They just
all.
couldn't finish.
That's the problem because even if you have such a solid defense and you don't have even one like proper goal scorer, you're not gonna be able to win these bigger games. And if you can't do it against Cote d'Ivoire, with all due respect, they're not one of the biggest teams at the World Cup, even though they're very threatening. Then I don't see them being a huge threat at the World Cup.
Yeah, but they have like a really solid defense
Yeah,
with Incapi, Pacho, and Ordonez
yeah,
in defense, which is
yeah,
like
yeah,
a world class defense. I
yeah,
think Ordonez deserves a big move this season
100%.
for sure to
Yeah,
the top five leagues. But Hingapi, man, one of the best defenders of the season,
yeah.
was looking poor against,
I
yeah,
mean,
like Jan Diamant.
good signs for Liverpool fans, hopefully, seeing Diomande
Yeah, good signs.
being that good.
I was like, I got the hype about Jan Diamant, but I was like still a bit skeptical
Yeah, for sure.
because coming from a German league,
Yeah,
Bundesliga, I would
true.
still give him time, but he is slowly convincing me he
Good.
has what it takes.
Good. But yeah, there's a bunch of nice players at the Cote d'Ivoire team. Obviously, Yan Diomande, subject to a move probably this summer for 120 million maybe to Liverpool. Bazumana Toure on the left, who I really enjoy from Hoffenheim. On the bench,
Yeah,
Inao Ulai, who plays for Trabzonspor. He's a very promising midfielder that's also linked with a move away. And Guela Doué, Desiree Doué's brother on the right back, and Wilfred Singo, just a physical demon and specimen. Like it's like we talked about
yeah,
yesterday.
this
He's
guy.
insane. I don't understand like why wouldn't a bigger team take a punt on him? Not even a bigger team, but I think he's better than Monaco, and he's showed that in all of the big games he's played basically.
He play in Galatasaray
Oh,
right now.
Galatasaray. That's even
Yeah, he went
crazier.
to.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because he dominated against Liverpool like every
Yes,
single challenge.
yeah. And he's so physical and he's rapid. Like he's just so
Yeah,
quick. Because especially he used to play as a right back, so he also has that transition pace to defend on the counter. And like it's a bit surprising to see him at Galatasaray at this age, but I don't know. I think he will stay another year, honestly, at least.
yeah. Like Galatasaray doesn't pay bad money, so I
Yeah,
think he will
exactly,
stay.
exactly.
Also, like I love Single, but with these physical type of players, I'm always afraid of like injuries
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
later ages of
Of the
career.
career,
Like
yeah,
you
for
have
sure.
seen Van der Ven always like overextending his leg, and
Yeah. That's a fair point.
it's risky.
Yeah,
You see what happened with Varane, really physical and athletic player,
yeah.
but yeah, singles like I love to watch these kind
Yeah,
of players.
it's nice to watch him play because he's bodying everybody, he's running around, he's just being a huge physical presence.
Yeah, yeah. Also, not to mention one of my stocks. Oh, that's right. No, two of my stocks. One is Usman Diomand, who unfortunately didn't play,
Yeah,
but I think he needs to play. He needs to get some minutes.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
because his creativity from the back, I think, is really underrated.
For sure.
He's still only 22 from Sporting, and he's been quality like for 4 years at least. The second player, Evan Andika, mature, solid defender,
Yeah.
reliable player.
Yeah.
Even coming from Frankfurt, he was really good. Really cheap as well. I don't know how like Roma got him. I think it was for free or very small fee.
Yeah.
And the third one, sorry, I said two, but the third one is Anjuan Boye, bro.
Oh yeah. For sure. For sure. I
I think
love
he should start as like a
bro.
starting
One
striker.
hundred percent. I think without a doubt. It's honestly it's so crazy that Inter have like four, like they have Thuram and Martinez, and they've just been whenever they want. They just rotate with Boni or Esposito, and they're two very young and great up and coming strikers. I think Boni has to start.
Yeah.
He has to start next game.
In my opinion, why he had a great season at Nice, but he did poor
Yeah.
last match.
And there was some allegations with Wahi. I think I don't know if you saw them yesterday or before yesterday. I think there was
No, I don't think.
some I don't remember exactly, but there was some weird allegations. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know
Yeah.
if that would affect him starting next game or not.
Oh yeah, with the
Match
betting
fixing.
allegations.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I just saw he's been banned. He's been denied the visa into Canada, so he won't be playing against Germany, which is crazy.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess maybe we'll see Bonnie start then, which will be a
Yeah,
um, good thing to see.
but Ivory Coast really decent players
Yeah, man.
from the bench as well. Like
Yeah, 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 for sure.
you have Sangare as well.
Even Diallo started off the bench, and
Yeah,
he had a
Diallo,
great
Kusuno.
performance. Yeah, I like it, man. I like the squad. It's a really nice, like, exciting young squad, and there's just a
Yeah,
bunch of players that are enjoyable to watch. So
and Gesat as well. Really good winger.
yeah, for sure. Um, we'll move on to the Group F, which is Sweden, Japan, Netherlands, Tunisia. Go ahead and start us off here if you want.
Yeah, I would like to start with the match against Japan against Netherlands. I think like this match was really fun to watch,
Yeah,
especially the tactic approach of the Japanese manager. He did his own work, isolating the mid part of pitch. So Netherlands had nothing to play out
yeah,
of. I think like they were forced to play physical
yeah,
and out wide.
yeah,
And like the goals that they scored wasn't a tactical thing. It was like one time that Gravenberg, like
had a good
I
day.
don't want to
Yeah,
discredit him, but Gravenberg, like really good technical player, caught one of the defending midfielder of Japanese side, blindsided and just got the ball and
yeah,
created space for Summerville.
yeah,
Beautiful finish as well, quality finish. And the first goal was Virgil van Dijk with the header.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mentioned this yesterday is that because there's not a lot of creative players in the midfield, I thought they should have called up one of Keith Smith or Luciano Valente to the squad to have at least some sort of more offensive option from the midfield. Because the young Reinders and Gravenberch, they're all kind of like 8 or 6, especially for the young or Gravenberch, and they're not the most
Yeah,
impactful going forward. And when you don't have, again, the most impactful offense or attack, you need at least some help as a 10 from the midfield. And obviously, Xavi Simons would have probably been there, but he's injured. But yeah, I think that's an issue. And their striker is going to be an issue because Malin is not a 9, and I don't think Coleman is very convinced with either one of Robbie or Weghorst. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to see.
yeah. I don't understand why Coman didn't change anything in the second half. He stayed with the game plan,
Very stubborn,
even
yeah.
though it was obvious that it wasn't going to be.
Yeah,
But yeah, for me, Weghorst should play against these low blocks Malen is good as a striker, but not against low blocks.
Yeah, against like a more offensive side that you could catch out on the counter.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, Reinders should be brought off and started Koop Miners for me.
Yeah,
Even though Koop Miners didn't have like his best season, but I think his fluidity and versatility would offensively help the team.
for sure.
And yeah, Gravenberch, really quality player. I think this should open eyes for Liverpool fans to not play him as a defensive midfielder
For
anymore.
sure, man. I've been reading about it since the start of the season. We've been needing defensive midfielders so badly. He's obviously a good ball carrier. He's good on the ball. He's technical, like you said, but defensively, he's like we can't rely on him defensively. He's not good enough, man.
Yeah, for me, if if you would like pay a huge amount of money and go for Chouameni, that would like
Yeah,
literally boost
yeah. Imagine,
your play.
I'd like that. I don't know if that will happen, but I'd love to see that
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, yeah. But just imagine, bro.
Chouameni would
Chouameni
solve
is
so
for me
many
one
of
of the most
yeah,
underrated players because of the errors he is forced to
yeah,
make because of the team. But when the team plays as they should play and not forcing him to take risks, I think he is a quality player.
thing is he's such a good player and he solves issues for basically all the top teams. Like United would love him, Liverpool would love him. I'm sure even Arsenal he'd be fabulous next to Declan Rice. But I don't know. I don't know if I see him moving Madrid with Mourinho now this summer.
Yeah. I think we could like talk about him later with
Yeah,
the France game.
yeah, um,
Yeah, Sweden, Tunisia.
yeah.
I think you should take the lead.
So I think this is another game I expected to be closer, but especially because how poor Sweden were in the qualifiers, and the only reason they're here is because of how good they were in Nations League, which got them a spot in the playoffs. And even in the playoffs, um, they won the game against Poland with a last minute goal. But I was very convinced with them, and I think they looked great. When you have two of the most effective strikers in the world, both firing, it's very hard to not score a goal. And we saw that they scored five. Isaac was back to his best. He looked like the 100, however much million Liverpool paid for him. Gyökeres looked good. Ayariga has two goals. And they just looked good, like very good offensively. Maybe it's the scoreline is a bit, I want to say dramatic because they didn't create a lot of chances, and some of their goals were goals outside the box that might not be able to replicate. But still, they could win for their confidence. Maybe they can get a point against the Netherlands or Japan.
Yeah, on the other hand, I'm quite convinced of the attacking side
Yeah,
because Gyökeres adapted his style for Isaac. Isaac also adapted for Gyökeres.
yeah,
And yeah, Isaac just showed us like his price tag isn't
exactly. Isn't for nothing.
like shouldn't be reconsidered because
Yeah,
we
he
didn't
has
see
quality.
this Isaac for a long time,
Yeah,
and this should be a sign that he still has the quality,
for sure.
still can make angles for himself
For sure.
alone.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think he's like proper poacher number 9. He's more like I don't know. He likes to
He likes to drift
get
off a lot and like
drift off. Yeah,
yeah, he likes to go on the left, take up spaces there, which is it's fine. And I think when you have someone like Munoz, who Liverpool signed, who can use his pace and he's also a good finisher. Um, but I don't know. I'm interested to see how Iraola platforms him, especially with Verts, Munoz, Rio, and maybe even Diomande.
yeah,
There's a lot of attacking players to platform properly.
yeah. Him and Hugo Ekitike are like two different profiles.
Yeah,
Hugo is for me like more of a midfielder or a winger, I would
yeah.
say.
He's very
Sometimes
technical.
he just
He likes to drop back
yeah.
and play on the ball. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't like this because sometimes he could just finish it
Yeah,
before he gets like 5 touches on the ball.
yeah,
But Isaac is like more forward.
yeah. That's true.
He gets the touches, but he likes to set himself
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
angles.
That's true. Um, we'll move on to Group G. We'll go through this rapidly. Belgium, Iran, New Zealand, Egypt. No team that really stood out to me. Obviously, both games were draws. Belgium, Egypt 1-1. Belgium not very convincing. I think we need more offensively, especially with the quality they have with De Bruyne, Doku, De Catalare, and Trossard. Egypt also, they're all just okay side. They have the quality maybe to beat a lower side and they'll probably qualify, but I'm not very convinced with them at all. But I want to shout out Imam Ashur, who caught my eye in AFCON, and he looked great yesterday. Just a physical midfielder, who got a beautiful goal to tie the game for Egypt, or they were already winning, but to get a point for
Yeah,
Egypt.
I think like the game plan of Belgium was really good. Opening up the half spaces with pushing forward and building up with two defenders, but the execution wasn't it.
Yeah,
The wing backs wasn't that wide to open up the half spaces.
yeah,
Doku was really poor dribbling,
that's true.
and you cannot play offensive style of football when you have Onana, who
Yeah,
isn't really fast in turning his body to
true.
the opposition's goal. I think Laskin should have been put on earlier.
Yeah.
Also, De Cooper,
I think
and yeah,
yeah, the fullbacks, like you said, is an issue. Castagna isn't great. Monier is getting old in age. Onana's also not great. And because now De Bruyne's getting up in age and he's not the same he used to be, they need a lot from Doku, especially with the end of season he had. He needs to he just needs to play like he was playing for City towards the end of the season.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
And also, like, big shout out to the center backs. Michele and Ngoyi was really good on the ball,
yeah,
but just like the wing backs were the problem, not opening up wide
yeah.
that much to create spaces.
Do you want to talk about Iran or not really?
Uh, Iran. I would like to shout out Iran because they have been like a decent nation across every tournament, really challenging opposition
True.
to play against, and yeah, like it would be a very difficult match for Belgium.
Yeah, that's true.
Very
It's a shame
difficult
that
match.
they couldn't beat New Zealand because I think that was a winnable game, and that would almost secure them going through because if they get one more point after that, they would have went through. But now I don't know.
Yeah,
It's not going to
but
be easy
still,
doing against Belgium or Egypt.
like really good performance
Yeah.
from New Zealand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
From the start. Then they just, I think they picked up a bit slow after the match like
Yeah.
progressed. But for like 10 minutes, Chris Wood was looking like I I don't know, bro. That guy just played one of his best matches,
Yeah.
like nonchalantly, just pick up the ball from his chest, setting
Yeah.
up his teammates for a beautiful goal
Yeah.
by Juice, by the way. Yeah, Chris Wood, what a player.
Yeah.
I loved him at Newcastle and even before.
Yeah.
Loved him at Nottingham.
He was
Really
so
good
good
player.
2 seasons ago. I wish he was more fit this season. But you could see when he was back and when they started playing that 4-4-2 towards the end of the season, it was just clicking. Everything was working so well.
Yeah. But I don't know, bro. Like, this guy looked like Drogba. Like, picking up the ball from, like,
Yeah,
long
yeah,
ball from the keeper on his chest,
yeah.
cushion it down.
Yeah,
Amazing
crazy.
player, amazing performance.
We'll move on to Group H. I don't think there's a lot to talk about here. Obviously, Spain drew to Cape Verde. Huge shout out to Cape Verde. Huge shout out to the centre backs and their keeper. Vozinha, I think his name is. Amazing saves throughout the game. Um, as much as the scoreline is bad for Spain, I don't think this is a huge worry. I think they'll be fine. They'll pick up. When Yamal and Williams are back in the starting lineup, when Ferran isn't missing like three sitters, they'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah. I think Capo did really great from the start. First game in the World Cup,
Yeah.
first
Huge
like
point.
unbeaten
Huge
game.
point. Yeah.
Huge point. Huge point. Feels
Insane.
like a 3-pointer.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. Defending with 5 and 4 in the midfield with like no intention to risk it and go forward.
Yeah,
I love that.
literally,
Like
literally just straight parking the bus for 90 minutes. But it worked. They got a point.
yeah, as much as I'm hating like anti football, I love it when when it's a team that is like really bad against like
A top nation,
the
yeah.
the top nations
Yeah, yeah.
because yeah, anti football is not good to watch, but if it's a nation that doesn't have the quality,
That's the only thing they can do.
it's acceptable.
Yeah,
It's acceptable for me, and it's fun to watch
yeah.
nations like this.
We'll talk.
Like,
Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, sorry to
No,
cut you
go ahead.
off, but big shout out to Yamin Lamal. Lamin Yamal, bro, this guy is like the minute he went on the pitch, he
Yeah,
took off 2 players, created big spaces for his teammates, but it was
too late,
like
right?
too late,
Yeah.
bro.
Do you think
Too
he's the
late.
best player in the world?
Also, yeah. Also, big shout out to Kukureya.
Yeah.
He created
Oh, he was
many
great, yeah.
chances from the left flank in the first half. But man, Ferran Torres, you have to do better, bro.
Bro, he could have scored a hat trick. Seriously.
Yeah,
Like, a
seriously.
very poor
Yeah.
game. Very poor. Do you think Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world?
I think so, yes,
Me too.
definitely.
Me
This
too.
year, definitely,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll talk a bit
Even as
about.
a Madrid fan, he
Yeah,
is the
for
best
sure.
player. And he is very underrated in the sense of like football IQ because
Yeah, bro, and
his
he's
dribbling
18.
like overshadows what spaces he creates
Yeah,
for his teammates.
100%. And how much gravity he has, and he's always getting marked by two players, and like you said, always creating space for teammates. One of the best playmakers in the world, and a very underrated goal scorer as well. I feel like people always focus on his dribbling and playmaking.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Uh,
quickly about Uruguay,
yeah.
Saudi.
Spain are lucky that they
Yeah,
are in the group with Uruguay and Saudi
that's true.
because this
That's true.
match was
Yeah.
so
Horrible.
painful to watch.
Yeah, yeah. Two poor sides. Uruguay have some players like we said, but I'll let you talk a bit about Maxi Araujo because I know you like him.
Yeah. Uh, like my second team is after Madrid is Sporting Lisbon. I've been a fan since like 4 years
Yeah.
because I have been playing Football Manager, obviously.
Yeah, yeah,
One of
yeah.
the best games
For
out
sure.
there. So yeah, Maxim Araujo,
Yeah,
what a machine, bro. He could play left wing back, everything on the
yeah,
left is
exactly.
his. Even left center back, bro.
Yeah,
This guy
he's crazy.
is
He's crazy.
on the left. I think if he gets a move to United, I don't know if he's linked.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
maybe. But yeah,
But
I don't
Valverde
wanna.
looked lost.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't wanna spend too much time on this because I just literally like Uruguay don't fill me with any faith. Saudi Arabia are just like respectfully they're just there. Like if they go through, they'll lose to whoever. But it's a good point for Saudi Arabia though. Yeah, but
Yeah, but over the years, like Saudi Arabia, like has built, especially with the Saudi League, a good
like
how do you say
infrastructure.
it? Like a
Yeah,
foundation
yeah. Yeah,
to be in every single tournament.
yeah. True. True.
So it's a good start for
The
a
future,
small
basically.
football nation.
Yeah. We'll move to Group I. Norway, France, Senegal, Ra. Norway expected, I think. Obviously huge offensively. Shout out Ira. They fought. They got a goal. They played decent. But I think there was too much quality in the Norway side. I love Antonio Nusa. Obviously, Haaland had a huge performance. And yeah, I think the real test for Norway will be against Senegal and France to see how they'll cope defensively against the stronger sides.
Yeah, I think Norway is a really underrated side
Yeah,
because of their physical presence and their even the attackers are like defensively minded as well.
yeah,
Like you have Haaland and Solov. with one of the best pressing strikers out there.
Yeah,
You have seen like goals from Sorloth has been from pressing, for example, against the Barcelona
yeah,
match in Champions League. And Haaland, bro, I've seen the clip where he was running at the goalkeeper.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bro, this guy, like, you don't want
He's
to
scary.
get this
Yeah,
guy running on you, bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He is a train, bro, with
Literally.
like 32 kilometers per hour running at you
Insane.
with this build. You don't want it.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
shout out to Norway,
for sure.
but I think, I even think they will get through Senegal.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it'll be a close game. Um, I don't know. Senegal obviously looked good. I think first half especially, they looked good defensively. Mendy had a huge performance. He was saving them that first half. But the quality of the France side is just it's undeniable. Mbappe, Olise, when Olise started playing in the middle in the second half, he was super dangerous. Had several times where he played balls through to Mbappe, and I think Mbappe could have had even more than two goals, three or four. Um, but I want to shout out Ibrahim Mbaye from Senegal, who I think should 100% start. Sarr was poor. He obviously missed the chance in the first half, but Mbaye is just an electric player, and he's one of my favorite players at the World Cup, and I'm super excited to see if he starts in the next game.
Yeah. Also, I don't want to discredit the Senegal team,
Yeah.
but the first half, I think it was like more poor from France than
Oh yeah, yeah.
good
And good
from
for Senegal.
Senegal
Yeah, that's true.
because they were building up with three players in the back with Chouameni, Upamecano, and Saliba.
Yeah,
Chouameni splicing the defense
yeah.
and no one in the middle to accept the ball.
That's true.
Like Olise had to come down
Yeah,
to
yeah,
pick
yeah.
the ball from the middle. And it should have been Romeo because Olise was running from his right flank
Yeah,
and more attacking side than Rabiot who was pushing
yeah.
on the flank. I don't know why.
I think, but I think it's a good result for France. And again,
Yeah, of
like it's
course.
gonna be so hard to stop this attack. Like when it's once it's platformed correctly, and hopefully it will be in the future because I think Olise should be starting in the middle, not Dembele, because of his playmaking ability. I just don't see how you like don't concede two or three every single game to the side.
Yeah,
It's just an insane attack.
yeah. I think like also for this low block, Sherky should have started.
Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe overdo it.
Yeah, overdo it. But on the other hand, like I don't think Deschamps wants to raise defensive side of France because Doué is a very disciplined player
True, true.
who is not lazy at all.
Yeah, Shirky
If you
is.
look at the stats,
Yeah,
for me, like in the sense, that's why I think Doué is also starting over Barcola in the PSG side because of his discipline.
yeah. And he's more clinical also going forward. Barcola's a bit. Although I really like Barcola, I think Barcola's he still needs to be refined in terms of his finishing and his
Yeah, of course.
output.
But he does great though.
No,
Like if
yeah,
you look at,
I
he
love him.
creates his spaces,
Yeah,
he just
and he's
misses.
so quick. He is so quick. So
Yeah,
that pace makes him like it allows him to get so many chances and running behind. And I wanted him at Liverpool, but now he's not gonna come. Munoz, we're gonna have
yeah.
Rio. So yeah,
I
but
think it's a better for you.
yeah, probably.
Not splashing
Yeah,
bigger
yeah,
money. And yeah, very poor match from Sadio Mane.
yeah.
Should have been a pen in my opinion, but
Yeah, yeah, for sure. We'll talk about the next group: Argentina, Austria, Jordan, Algeria. If you want to go ahead, start off with the Argentina game.
yeah, like
The goat, the hat trick from the goat.
okay, I don't want to discuss the God situation here, but what a performance from Messi,
Nah,
bro.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't want
for
to
sure,
discredit him.
for sure.
I still don't think the GOAT debate is settled, but yeah, bro. Hat trick,
Yeah, it
first game.
was great
What a
performance.
game.
And
What a game. But still, in my opinion, it should have been a red card.
oh yeah,
What
for
do you
sure.
think?
I think so too. No, it was like studs up on the back of his calf. I don't like. I think if it wasn't Messi, that's red. Did he even get a yellow?
I think it was no foul at all.
He didn't even get a yellow. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's
Yeah, yeah.
favoritism. That's
I'm
favoritism.
not hating on Messi, bro. As I said, I'm not hating on
No,
Messi.
no,
I'm
it's
hating
super fair.
on
It's
people
super
up
fair.
there.
No, it's super fair.
The
I agree
people
with
up
you.
there should do something about it,
Yeah,
bro. And also, still, not to discredit Messi because he created many, many chances for his
yeah,
team as well. He created, like, I think it was the one tap in that he didn't create angle for himself. The two goals were, the two shots were, like, he created
yeah,
this
yeah,
angle for him. But, man, bro, if your name is Zidane, bro, you cannot put
yeah,
this type
yeah.
of performance. I watched the replays and the goal in the top corner should have
He
been
should have been
saved.
saved. Yeah, yeah,
It was a good height for him to parry it out of the way.
yeah,
And the tap in, bro, your
yeah,
dad is in the stands.
yeah. I was bored.
Ballon d'Or winner,
I
World
was
Cup
bored.
winner, Champions League winner, bro. One of the best players in the in the world of football.
Yeah,
And you put this disaster
yeah. It was
class,
bad.
man.
It was bad.
And you are a Champions League winner as well, bro.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm so sorry. If your name wasn't Zidane,
It would
I
have
don't
happened.
think you would
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
ever touch the football.
I agree. I want to shout out to Scaloni because tactically Argentina are always one of the best. They're platformed in such a good way, and he's such an underrated manager because he hasn't managed a club before and he's only Argentina manager. But wow, like he's always spot on with the tactics, and they're always looking very, very just tactically sound.
Yeah, for me, he sounds more like a teammate than a manager, bro.
Yeah,
He creates like freedom for his players, especially in the front too.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
The defense of Argentina has always been solid,
Yeah,
so no worries about that. But the the freedom that
yeah.
he let them to have is really good.
Before we move on to the next game, I want to shout out quickly Ibrahim Maza and Haj Musa, two very gifted attacking players. Maza obviously at Leverkusen and Musa at Feyenoord, and I hope he gets a move this summer. I think he was linked with a move to like Aston Villa or something, but two players I like, and I wanna see how good they perform against Jordan and Austria in the next game.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Ibrahim Baza.
Yeah,
Yeah, as you can see, I'm from Vietnam as well. So and he has Vietnamese descent. He's
yeah,
from I think from his mother's side. But yeah, even regardless to that, I'm a big fan of him. He had a great end of the season,
yeah.
and he should develop at Leverkusen,
I agree.
especially when Moreira is coming
Yeah,
from Lyon and Eichhorn. I think Eric Garcia. Oh no, not Eric Garcia.
Alex
Alex
Garcia.
Garcia. Uh, is on his way out or
Yeah, yeah,
no?
yeah. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure,
Maybe.
honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to touch a bit on Austria. 3-1, but not entirely convincing at all, really. Um, I don't know. We talked about this yesterday. They don't fill me with confidence. Their attack, the personnel in attack is weak. They started Kalajic, Leimer, and Sabitzer and Schmidt. Just not a very dangerous attack. They'll always be decent, especially out of possession. They're a decent setup side with Ragnick. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, Austria. I had like high expectations. Obviously, they got the win against Jordan, but
Yeah,
I
expected.
wasn't convinced at all.
Yeah,
It was expected, and I mean they dominated the ball with 63% possession, created some big chances.
yeah,
Defensively, really solid.
yeah,
Really solid. They didn't let them to create any chances. The goal was,
yeah,
for me, the goal was like, yeah, it was a random goal from Jordan. but I expected more fluidity
The Austrian team.
from
Yeah.
Austria.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Alaba had a very good match, especially with his injuries,
Yeah.
and I want more from Paul Warner
Yeah.
on the pitch.
Yeah.
More
Same.
of Paul Warner,
Same.
because this guy from Bayern Academy chose Austria over Germany.
Yeah.
He needs minutes to prove himself.
True. We'll move on to the penultimate group: Colombia, Congo, Portugal, Uzbekistan. One of the biggest talking points: Portugal. I know you're an Ronaldo fan, so I'll let you start off here.
Yeah, bro. Really, really sad 2 days for me. Like, he drew against South Africa yesterday, and
I
the day
Portugal before
this
yeah.
Portugal side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ronaldo, I don't know if he deserves the hate
Yeah.
this time. He will get scapegoated, and then it will backlash with the hate.
Every time.
But yeah, yesterday match, it was not his fault at all, bro. I don't, I don't think Robert Martinez should be a
Me neither.
manager of
Any big
any
nation. Yeah.
any
big
big
nation.
teams, any
Get
big
the
teams
fuck out.
entirely.
Yeah.
I didn't agree when they hired him. I don't know why they hired him. I still finding excuses. Why did they choose him? He
Yeah.
killed Belgium,
I don't
smart
know.
away, and went to Portugal.
Yeah.
Bro, yes,
And
I'm so sorry
yeah.
for this Portugal side. They deserve
It's so
more.
sad because they
You
have
cannot
so
put,
much talent, man. So much talent.
yeah, you cannot put Bernardo Silva on
Yeah, I
right
was gonna
wing
say that.
when he is not a
Yep,
right
yep,
wing
yep.
anymore. Cannot beat his man on 1v1s. He's more of a central midfielder. But you have Vitinha also building up from the back already. And Bruno
Yeah.
Fernandes pushing him in the front five.
Yeah.
Stupid mistake. He should be picking up the ball from the middle
Yeah.
and better than
Yeah.
that, bro.
I
Even
think
though he got an assist, he's not a winger.
yep.
He's more like wing back for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think we should, or I think Portugal should have started with, on the left, with Leao.
I think Leao
On
or
the left.
Felix on the left is fine.
Or Felix on the left
Yeah.
is fine. And Conceição on the
Agreed.
right.
100% agree. And then you could still have Ronaldo. And like you said, it wasn't his fault. But again, we mentioned this, but I think the issue is like not to sound corny. It's literally like Ronaldo's aura because everybody is trying to play through Ronaldo because it is Ronaldo, but because he is not the player he was before, and I don't think he has the ability to carry the Portugal side. I think he should be like a part of the side, not the main man. So that's
Yeah.
also an issue. But again, that's not even his fault.
But
That's not his fault.
I don't think he says anything about like it should
Oh no,
be
no.
played through him. I think he just,
It's just
as you said, the
just because
aura.
it's him.
But in my
Yeah.
opinion, I think he should be vocal and say, hey guys, it's not just about me, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't think his ego would let this go.
Me
Because
neither. Me neither.
because his ego is big part of his confidence and big part of his
Personality.
game throughout the
Yeah.
years. Big fuel for him. So I don't know who to blame, bro.
Yeah, I'll say Roberto Martinez. And
Roberto Martinez
we'll
for
stay at
sure.
that. But shout out Congo. Shout out Congo. A huge point.
Shout out Congo. Huge point.
Yeah.
Was surprised Sariki didn't start.
Yep. Same.
But big shout out to Mukau.
Yeah.
Mukau from Lille.
Yeah, I like him.
One of my favorite players from Congo. Sariki. Huge season for
He's
Sunderland.
very underrated. I think in that midfield, Xhaka gets a lot of the plaudit and the compliments, but Shadiki was so good throughout the whole season.
Sariki, only 21. If
Baller.
if a team like United or Liverpool lands on him,
Yeah.
should be good. But he's off the radar for some reason.
Yeah.
Also, amazing player to watch.
Yeah.
Aaron van Bissaka, one of my favorite players.
Yeah. He's He's such a threat defensively. I think going forward is an issue, but defensively he's so solid. It's so
Yeah,
hard to get past him.
I think like still one the best 1v1 defender
Yeah, for sure.
out there.
In Europe, yeah.
And I would say like I would extend it like in a way the best 1v1 defender of all time maybe.
Crazy take.
Now
Maybe.
because
I don't
if
know.
like you have 1v1 in basketball,
Yeah.
if there was like a football 1v1, I don't think anyone will.
Yeah, defensively, I kind of like that take. Nice. But yeah,
But yeah,
Colombia.
football is 11,
Yeah,
11 side, not
true,
1v1,
true, true,
so.
true, true. Doesn't matter then. Yeah. But other side we had Colombia, Uzbekistan. Convincing from Colombia, more or less. Uzbekistan got a lucky goal. I think that outwit it kind of masks their XG because if you just look at the XG, 1.16 Uzbekistan, 1.61 Colombia. The goal itself was 0.98 XG. Um, but yeah, Uzbekistan, I didn't expect much. I mean, they're really just there to be there for the first World Cup, scored a goal. I'm sure they'll be happy. But Colombia, I think they're a nice underdog because they have a good team. They fight hard. They have good players. If Luis Diaz continues to play how he played against Uzbekistan, then I think they should be one team to watch out for, especially because they might finish first
Yeah,
now.
I just wish Brian Falcao was in this team, man.
Yeah,
I
imagine.
think this would do wonders.
Yeah,
No hate to Luis Suarez. I
no,
think
for
he's
sure, for sure,
still
for sure.
an underrated player, in my opinion. But his inconsistency
Yeah,
in front of the goal kills him, bro.
yeah,
But yeah,
I agree.
very solid defense. Juan Lukumi,
Oh, I like
John
him.
Lukumi.
I like him a lot.
I like this player.
I thought he would, um, I thought he'd be a target for Bournemouth last year, before they signed Diakite and Milosavljevic, but it wasn't the case. But I think because he's so good on the ball, he's really good on the ball.
Yeah, Lukumi, my favorite player because I was watching Serie A last season.
Yeah,
It was tight with the battle for the Europe.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
I like him. Yeah,
this is Luis Diaz team, bro. I'm sorry, this
hundred
is Luis
percent. No,
Diaz
hundred
team.
percent. Yeah,
But yeah, you said like they had a bigger XG, but 1.116 XG from Uzbekistan is not bad at all. I think it's a good
yeah. But
for
again,
for nation like Uzbekistan. I think it's a really good.
yeah. But again, because the goal they scored was like the rebound when it bounced off the keeper and went
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
It was like that's like one XG literally. So yeah.
yeah.
But nah,
So
Colombia look
of
good.
course,
Colombia look good. So
Colombia look good.
we'll get to the last group. England, Croatia, if you want to take the lead on this one.
Oh, yeah, England, Colombia. I'm really impressed with England. This attacking
Yeah.
football of English side is just they just ignore the
Yeah.
scoreline and they go for it because they know they have the quality.
Yeah, 100%.
Offensively, they even start their defense with offensive-minded players. Estriconsa on the ball, Gay and Rhys James.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rhys James didn't have his best match,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think like England a good win,
Yeah.
not an easy one, but
Yeah.
I expected a win from England with
Yeah, they look
this
good.
setup.
They look good. And I think the way Tuchel is presenting the squad and platforming the squad and just going for what he wants, and not going for like the best players. We saw that with the squad selection in terms of the 26-man squad, and we're seeing that with the tactics, and they look great. And shout out Jude Bellingham. We talked about this yesterday,
Yeah.
but still one of the best midfielders in the world, and I think he's underrated because of his personality, and he can be a bit of like an asshole sometimes, but he is so good. He is so good.
Yeah, technical wise as well because
Wow.
of his big
Yeah.
body build. I think like people just make him as a physical player, but
He can do
I think
everything.
like his physical presence just is it's a compliment to his
Yes,
technical
yes,
side,
yes.
in my opinion.
Because he can do everything. He can defend, he can track back, he can carry the ball, he can score. I mean, wow. Yeah, what a player. What a player,
Yeah, what a
genuinely.
player.
I
Yeah,
I like I
it's
don't
a
like
big.
him. I don't like him because he rejected Liverpool. He went to Madrid. I hate Madrid with all my heart, but like sometimes you have to like put your hands up. You have to respect it, and he's just a fucking baller. He is so good.
Yeah, I've always put him above Pedri. Always.
I
Always
think
above Pedri because, and I'm
it's a
sorry,
different conversation.
it's not about the bias. I think I always put him above Pedri because obviously Pedri has a big mind and like very intelligent player, but Bellingham is about everything, man. About big moments, about taking your team on his back, literally.
Obviously, they're different players,
I don't know.
but honestly, I don't hate it. I think they're close, and I think again Bellingham is underrated. But I think that it's a bit hard, although they're both inferior, it's a bit hard to compare because they're different profiles. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe Bellingham is better than Pedri. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
Yeah, I've said it like I don't think it's a good analogy, but like Pedri on number 8 is a 10 out of 10
Yeah,
midfielder, and Bellingham on every other
that's fair.
places in the midfield is like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, I see what you mean. I agree actually. I 100% agree. But yeah, let's get on to the.
Yeah,
Or is there anything you want to mention Croatia? I want to say,
bro, of
uh,
course.
yeah,
Baturina,
yeah. Matuidi was so good.
arguably
One second.
second or
Wait,
first
one
the
second, one
best
second.
player of
One
Como
second. Should we do
this
that?
year.
Hey, sorry, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, of course. No worries, bro.
yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, where should I pick up? Yeah, Baturina.
Yeah,
Yeah, Baturina, yeah, arguably the best or the second best with Nico Pass
he's so good.
sharing,
Wow. Yeah, he
yeah,
was really
the
really good.
best players of Como.
Yeah,
Como.
yeah, yeah. And two things from Croatia. Vuskovic kind of looked poor. Um, Obviously his first, if you want, big game on an international stage. And Modric, his mistake was costly for the penalty. I think a bit surprising for a player with that much experience to make such a mistake. Um, but I think it's a somewhat positive signs for Croatia. Obviously, both goals were fabulous goals, Baturina and Musa second. But yeah, I think they'll beat Ghana and Panama. Both those teams, like,
Yeah,
not even
shout
like,
out to
yeah,
Musa,
yeah, yeah,
former Slavia player. And also big shout out to Perisic, bro.
yeah.
What a footballer. I
I
think
don't know how
like
he's still knocking about. He's 37.
yeah, 37. I think Perisic is the one of the best like footballer in the world, like footballer.
Yeah,
So he could play everywhere, bro. Even as a
yeah,
striker,
literally, he's so
as an attacking
versatile.
midfielder, defensive midfielder. You have seen him on the left back, bro. This guy is a
Yeah, that's
workhorse.
true. Um, Ghana Panama. I just want to mention one thing that game. The goal scorer Caleb Bjornke, um, plays for Norgeland. Um, I think he'll get a move this summer. I think he has the potential to go beyond that, and I think he's a very Brighton like esque signing. Um, Maybe he'll go to Union Saint Gauloise then to Brighton or Brighton straight away. But I think I wanted to shout him out. I don't know if there's anything you want to mention before we cut this off.
It was a pretty boring match. The approach of Ghana, I don't understand why would they play like this,
Yeah,
but they got 3 points.
yeah,
I was hoping Panama should steal some points here,
yeah.
but Ghana should do better, bro, with this player they have in the squad.
True. Especially the attacking talent like Semenyo, Ayu is still there, Sulemana. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Thing is, maybe they go through as a third place team, but I don't know because their goal difference will worsen. They'll probably lose to Croatia and England, so I don't know. Anything you wanna add on before we
Yeah,
end this?
before I would like to shout out to the three referees yesterday in the. It was a historic match also, like the Czech Republic and the South Korea. Three female or
Oh, yeah, true.
women referees.
Was that the
They
first
did
ever
solid.
match at the World Cup? It was all
I think
female.
so.
Wow.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, but they
and
were solid. They were solid. You're right.
I think they were one of the best referee performances of this World Cup.
Yeah.
They had the authority.
Yeah.
They didn't get any bullshit from the players.
Yeah. True.
I don't know if the players respect them that more that they are
Yeah, I don't know.
women, but what a performance by
Yeah.
the referees as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
big
respect. Yeah,
fans
fair
of
play.
yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll end it there. We'll definitely be back on soon. We'll talk about maybe also Roundup in round two, and some other videos will be out soon. So yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you,
Yeah,
bro.
thank you for watching and thank you
Of course.
for inviting me.
Of course, bro.
Is that for
It's
this?
it's it's our
Uh,
it's our thing now. It's our project together.
yeah,
It's our project together.
yeah,
So yeah, we'll uh we'll
definitely,
we'll be seen way more on here.
of course. It
Alright.
will be a tough road this World Cup
Yeah.
because every match is different time.
Bro, it's such a
But
pain. It's such a pain. Like yesterday, I wanted to stay up for the Mexico game, but I couldn't. But today I'm gonna stay
so
up. I want to watch Brazil and Scotland today.
yeah, I will definitely watch Brazil. But
Yeah,
I'm expecting a big snooze football
yeah,
from both sides.
yeah.